Hey everybody, I'm back again with this right here is just it's gonna be like a little education for me. Not saying much, but uh I be seeing people not just on here, but I be seeing people a lot of times grilling, and they use a whole sack of charcoal just because they got a bigger grill. And you know, I take a 13-pound bag and it'll last me for, I think I got 6 grillings out of a 13-pound bag before. 6 grillings, and that's cooking a good bit of food. You don't need a whole lot of charcoal when you're grilling. Just because you got a big barrel don't mean you need to go and fill that song on up. But I enjoy grilling. Tonight I'm gonna make some burgers. They frozen patties, the 85-15 patties. That's the best frozen ones I could find. But any which way, I'm gonna flip you around here and I'm gonna show you how much charcoal I generally use. But I'll show you a little bit here. But see, there's my grill right there. I mean, I do have a big grill. But I don't use Kingsford. I usually use the Walmart brand. But I usually get the 13-pound in the Walmart brand. I think it's Gourmet Grilling or something like that. When we had the ice storm last week or so, I could not find the Gourmet Grilling kind, and this was the first kind I seen. They only had 2 bags, so I just picked it up because nobody could find any. But any which way, this right here is a 12-pound bag, so I barely even, let me see, that's how tall the bag was, which you charcoal's only right here, but I used that much. Like, that's all I used out of that bag. And it's already in there. Like, let me take you over there. I'm gonna show you. Like, that's all I got in my grill. Will the whole bag fit in there? Most definitely. The whole bag, I could put 2 of those bags in there. But I'm talking about, I've seen people putting the big, like the big sacks in there. Like, they'll put a whole big sack in there and squirt her down with starting fluid or lighter fluid, whatever you want to call her. And they'll fire it song on up. And they won't even let the song on burn. Like, they may let it burn for 20 minutes and then they ready to throw some food on there. But my thing is if you're using that much charcoal, you ain't finna be ready to cook for about 1.5 hours. Now I'm gonna tell you, you use a little bit like this, you can start her up. You can start her up in 20 minutes or 30. I still wait about 30 minutes before I even throw anything on there. But what I generally do is I let that coals get about, almost dusty white. See, I'm grilling burgers tonight. These 85-20s or 85-15. I think they're 85-15s. I have to double check, but they may be 80-20. Anyway, that's my favorite kind of frozen burger to cook. It's the 85-20 or 85-15. But anyway, I was gonna kind of show you just how I do my charcoal, because I mean that's kind of a pet peeve of mine, and like you letting somebody try your food, and you may mess them up on grill foods and stuff, but so that's a good fire right there. But I know whenever I met my wife and we started you know, I started grilling for her, kind of show her what I could do, you know, and she said, baby, she said, for some reason or another, she's like, I used to not really care for grill foods because they would taste, not like burnt, but they'd taste, I guess like charcoal or starting fluid. But, you know, that's what sort of happens whenever you use too much charcoal, is you get all that soot off of them coals, because I mean the fire's too hot, and then your food's burn up. It'll all be burned up on the outside, but if you got folks that's kind of ticky with their meat and stuff, you know, they may they may not like pink on the inside. If you got too many coals on your fire, what happen is you'll burn all your outside meat up, but the inside will still be pink or bloody. Now, I love mine pink or a little bit bloody. If I'm doing it, sometimes if I go out, I'll tell them just do it medium, but I don't mind if it's bloody myself. But I'm just saying, if you're cooking for a crowd of folks, I mean, don't fire a grill up if you don't know how to use it. I'm just gonna tell you something. Don't fire that grill up if you don't know how to use it, because you're ruining people. I mean, I ain't gonna call no names, but I've seen several people, like I said, take those big, but like the great big bags of charcoal, and it'd be a grill smaller than mine. They'll dump that whole thing on in there, and then they'll come over there and soak it down with a half bottle of lighter fluid, and they'll fire it puppy up, and I mean, and then within 20-30 minutes they ready to cook on it, and I'm like, no, Bubba, you need to let that thing burn another hour. I'm gonna say an hour and 30 minutes on a whole bag of charcoal, because you ain't even started burning the bottom part of the coal. You just burnt the top parts of the coal. Especially if you don't start your fire from the bottom. Y'all seen me, I don't have that fancy little charcoal chimney, but I also start mine from the bottom with it spread out. I have it just a little mound, kind of like just a little bitty mound, probably 2 inches high maybe. That's counting the inch thick charcoal. It may be like 2 layers maybe, but I just kind of spread it out, and I mean, I still got, I'm gonna say 4 more grillings out of that bag of charcoal. I'm gonna try to get y'all a video of every time I do grill with this bag of charcoal. If y'all think that's a good idea, y'all hit the comment section up. I'm gonna use the same bag of charcoal. I think that's what I'm gonna go on and do. Every time I grill, it may not be every day. May not get you one of these videos every day, but I'll label them. This will be part 1. That's what I'll do. We'll go part 2 for the next grilling out of this bag of charcoal. We'll go part 2 on that, and like I said, we didn't even, that's the whole bag, and I'm just going, like, that's all we used out of there. See? And I still got 4 more grillings. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4 more grillings. I think what we'll do is we'll try that. And it may be 3 grillings in that bag, but we're gonna shoot for 4 more. Like I got one in the grill, so like I say, just y'all kind of next time you grill, just kind of try just a little bit. I use the Instant Light there. Like I say, I usually just do the cheap gourmet brand because it burns kind of slower, and I like it. But any which way, I guess I'll ease on up off here. For right now, I'm gonna grab the burgers and then we'll get them thrown on here, and I'll just show you what this amount of charcoal does with the amount of burgers I'm gonna fix. I don't know how many I'm gonna cook. I done cooked some out of that bag in the house on the stove one time, but I might just grill the rest of them depending on how many it is. But I'll just kind of give you a roundabout estimate of, you know, I could grill. Shoot, I grill 30 burgers on that right there. But I mean, when you go to getting down to the last 10 patties, probably it'll just take you a little longer to get them done because your coals is gonna be just about out. But I mean, we ain't cooking for an army. Only 3 of us here, so. But and I'd use that same amount of charcoal if 10 people was eating with us. I mean, I would. Unless you cooking for 30, 40 people, you use that charcoal right there, that same amount. You don't need, like, you know, them little bags, the little bags of charcoal. I could get 2 grillings out of one of those little bags. Like, most people just lay the bag in there and light that song on. I believe I could get 2 grillings out of it, but I think this is gonna open up a little series here. But this is Adventures with Kurt Dog. But I'll be right back with you in just a moment. Alright, so the grill been going probably, I'm gonna say 25-30 minutes. It's been right at 30 minutes, close to it. But I'll show you what these coals is looking like. Now, see how white they are? That's like I said, this right at 30 minutes. Let me see the time. Yeah, it's 5:34, and I actually come out here at 4:55 and started this video. So yeah, it's been going for about 40 minutes, and I hadn't even started cooking on it yet. So that's that little bit of charcoal. That's what I'm saying. I do got a little cheap old brush. Y'all didn't see it a while ago, but I have already scraped it off while the fire was going real good. I tried moving racks around, rotate them racks out a little bit here and there. Just kind of be sure everything is hot, you know. That's just kind of how I do things. I ain't telling nobody they wrong, but I mean, I just don't like wasting charcoal, and then you're gonna burn your food up too, and it just ain't good. But like I say, that's it right there. See how it's real red, and all of them's pretty well white. I mean, you can see like a little black, but that's actually turning to ash. I mean, but like I say, ain't no need in using all that charcoal. But I did go in there and count the burgers a while ago. There's 9, I believe. I count them through the pack. I am gonna cook, probably gonna cook 6 because it's just 3 of us, and I might be a little hungrier than they are. But anyway, I'm gonna close this lid. Close this lid down on this song going, and I'm gonna set my damper. I just kind of set it. That's not even halfway. Right there. See, it was closed, but I'm just gonna do it about like so. But any which way, we'll go in and get the burgers, and we'll get them thrown on here and show you just how they cook on a little bit of charcoal. I'll be right back. Alright, so I did go get the patties, and it's these right here. It's the Dollar General brand. I mean, Dollar General, the Walmart brand. Like I said, these are 80/20. I kept saying all their numbers. The blue pack is 85/15. I usually get the blue pack, but they didn't have them at that moment that I got them the other day. But I'm only gonna get us 6 of them out of here, and we'll put the rest back in the freezer. I'm gonna had that lid closed about 10 minutes. Just kind of heat that baby up. But it's getting sort of dark, and I don't have much lighting out here. And guys, I have washed my hands 15 times, I think. I've washed them like since I started cooking or messing with the grill. I've done washed them about 4 times. What I'm gonna do is get these laid on here. I'm gonna show y'all something else if I do. You can already tell. I don't ever put nothing directly on that middle until I'm just ready to be done with it. This one got stuck, boy. There we go. But we won't put them directly over that middle. I got 3 more left in there. And just because you got it, you don't have to cook all your meat up, man. Man, that's something else. I ain't getting on that. I do sometimes when I have the grill fired up, I'll cook us something for, at least 2 days. I ain't gonna let it sit in the refrigerator after that 3rd day. Just kind of clean your mess up as you go too. That's free. No, I'm just. But you see, I don't know. Let me look. Oh yeah, you can see it pretty good. See, I got that heat. That heat's right in the middle. I put that little walkway right there. That's the middle. But we'll let them cook. I'm gonna shut her down there. Let's see, it is 5:41. So I'll say I put them burgers on there at 5:40. That's how I do my little timing, but we'll come back out here about 10 minutes and I'll flip them, and I'm gonna say 550. It's gonna be 10 minutes, and see what they're looking like on the other side. Alright guys, I'm about to check these burgers. It's 550 on the dot. Got my old spatula. Got a little seasoning here. I'm gonna top them off with some little onion powder. And it's just your Great Value brand onion powder. And a little meat tenderizer seasoning. Y'all already know. I mean, that's all I use. I do the garlic powder too, but just I ain't gonna do it on these. It's getting dark out, so I had to flip it around, get a different view. But I'm finna turn y'all around here and see what these puppies are doing. But see here, got your fire, all your flames going right in that middle right there. So therefore, you ain't burning your burger. There's something right there. They cooking. We just ain't, we just ain't rushing. I mean, we could rush it and throw them right there in the middle, like so. But I also got me a little paper towel here. Man, I use paper towel for everything. But look at that right there. I mean, they got a good little crisp around the edge, but I mean, it just ain't nothing just, burnt on them. But like I said, just don't overuse your charcoal. But I know some of y'all probably going crazy. Open my grill, or I flip that camera around there while I go, and I know some of y'all probably seen it. I got daggum chickens, and y'all have heard them in the background, but let me get a. Y'all have heard them in the background. Well, I got two. They come up here and roost on my grill at night on the top. But I keep the inside of it clean. When I burn that song out, and the top, I just kind of I got a little sweeper. I'll knock stuff off with it, but it ain't about what's on the outside. It's what's on the inside. So, any which way, that's a little message in itself. God's looking at your heart. He ain't looking at the outer appearance. See, y'all don't let nobody, tell you any different. But any which way, I'm gonna get back with you in about 8 more minutes, and we'll flip them again, and they'll probably be ready to come off. But like I said, don't use too much charcoal. But I'll be back with you in just a minute. Alright, so we're gonna check them one more time. It's probably gonna be the last flip. Then we'll see what they're looking like. Like I said, we ain't got no light much out here. They all have bars right there in the middle. If you'd have had them over, your burgers would have been burning up. But they look pretty good out and done. And some of them up there just a little bit. They got charcoal ready now. See, these burgers gonna be done for a while, and it's still, you can cook on that little bit of charcoal right there. Yep. I'm gonna get us a plate. that. Keep them right there. We'll go get us a plate and probably ease them on off here. But I'm gonna get these off and I'll show you what they look like in the house where we got some light and that way we'll end this episode. But y'all hang with me just a little bit longer. Alright, I got them off there. Just let you take a look at them. But they ain't burned up. They cook just right. But any which way, y'all stay tuned for part 2. Like I said, we're gonna keep using that bag of charcoal and see how many grillings we can get out of a 12-pound bag. But that'll do it for this episode. Y'all have a good one, and God bless you.